signs, how are you, my fellow earth signs? Because I am an earth sign, I am Taurus. So if you are a earth element, being Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or have any of those placements in your chart, this is yours, our full moon in the sign of Pisces reading. All right, my earth signs, how are you doing on this evening? I hope all of you are doing well. So we're going to get right into your reading. And so I want to start off by saying and giving you a synopsis, an idea of what this Pisces full moon is all about in terms of what it is, because going back to the overall theme of this full moon, it's about balancing practicality and spirituality. And so we are going to see how we earth signs can do just that. After all, for earth signs, that is part of our wanted nature anyway, is to be practical, right? So we're going to see how we can do that. You got to excuse me. We are under, for those that may not know, we are also dealing with a Mercury retrograde. So if I have hiccups in my communication, that will probably be due to retrograde. I'm going to blame it on a retrograde. All right. But anyway, pertaining to this Piscean full moon energy, the question of the day is, and by the way, that full moon, right away, I just want to say that full moon is going to be coming in momentarily pretty soon, because it sets at 9:35 tonight. So with that being said, what is this moon illuminating for us at this time? And like I said, I say us because I am part of your element. I am a Taurus. And so I wanted to see or ask Spirit what it is that this moon will be highlighting, illuminating for us at the same time that will help us to balance practicality and spirituality. Well, if we don't know right offhand, there is a clue that we can think about in terms of what it is that this moon will illuminate for us earth signs. The clue is that it asks us to think about what it was during that new moon in Pisces that we had back in February 20th to be exact. During that new moon in Pisces, at that time, it was the energy and the message there was about reflection, but no doubt we may have manifested something that we wanted in our life. We have prayed, we meditated, we contemplated. So think about, if you can, what it was during that new moon in Pisces leading up to now that we all have been manifesting, and that would give us a clue. But overall, it would also tap in to what the energy has come out for us as well, which I will bring up in a second. And so overall, the final question is, what have you been consciously or unconsciously manifesting since then? So again, just be mindful that even though I am reading, this is a general for us earth signs, so I'm not going to know specific detail into what it is that you guys have been manifesting, was contemplating, what it is when it comes to your dreams, what it is that you really want to see in the predicted future. So you guys would know that. I'm only just going to probably touch upon a glimpse of what it could mean, or take you back to what maybe was it that you contemplated. But again, you would know. And just know as well that, like I said, this is a general for us earth signs, so you know what to do by now. Just take the parts that will resonate and that you can identify with. Okay? Now, let's pull, well, not pull, let's speak about the energy that came out for us. We got renewal. This was the same energy card that came out, I think, for the fire signs. They got the same thing as well. So renewal is what is being illuminated for us earth signs in terms of what it will mean for us moving ahead. And this is kind of like, you can say, a bird's eye sneak peek as to what this was probably that we were manifesting, and things that we wanted to see change. Because renewal, by the way, in your regular tarot, is equivalent to judgment. So judgment is like a decision about something. Things that we have been contemplating, maybe since that new moon, that took place in February. So it's either things that we were contemplating about doing that maybe we didn't get to do. It could also be new dreams, goals that perhaps we initiated that we didn't quite see just yet. But with this powerful super full moon, it's letting us a hint that now, whatever it was, we're going to see the rewards of it or the fruits of our labor. Let's get right further into our spread. So the first card that came out was Ten of Swords. Okay, so the Ten of Swords is not the best overall energy, and it's not really something that you can say is negative or positive, depending on what is going on. So I would say for us collectively, I will say personally, with my personal experience, you can say that I have been sort of feeling like the Ten of Swords. Because right now, for this particular scenario of our reading, I feel that the Ten of Swords have been inner conflict or inner distress, okay? Because this is like distress. I feel like when it rains, it pours, that kind of vibe, or things that we thought we were striving after when it comes to our goals. And maybe, when it came to that, we didn't see anything come out of it, okay? And if this is relating already, let me know in the comment section. Feel free, let me know if you identify and can relate to what I'm sharing with you as well in my personal experience. But it's about things that have distressed us, things that have disappointed us, and maybe even got us to a point where we begin to think negative, right? We don't want to think negative, but it happens, right? It's a part of life. But I would say I'll always try my hardest to set my vibrations to a high frequency to kind of avoid having to feel this way. But sometimes, like I said, it happens to the best of us. So maybe some of you as well have been experiencing that. Okay, but the Ten of Swords, like I say, is an energy where things just have like literally felt like it has been like stinging us. We've been feeling the sting of something, a place, person, or thing. Put it where it fits you. And in that aspect, I feel like with the Ten of Swords, it's almost like at this point in juncture of this full moon, I feel that now we are changing our mindset, because swords also deals with the mind. So I feel that we are dealing with the inner thoughts of ourselves at this time, which kind of corresponds to the overall theme of this full moon, because it's under Pisces moon, which also taps into what? Our inner emotions, right? Along with our thoughts, but we are going deep within. And so I feel that up until now that we have been really trying to change our way of thinking, our mindset. Anyone, it's very, very crucial to thinking positive. And when we think positive, we in fact do create positivity in our life. We attract positivity into our life, whatever area that may be. And so I think right now you can say that either we have or we're going to be strongly more focusing on our energy for this full moon of renewal. And that definitely involves self-inspection or self-evaluation, but also that ties into, again, what the full moon of this Pisces energy is about. Meditating. When we go within, we in fact are meditating. Meditating to get balance. Speaking of balance, part of the theme of this full moon, when we meditate, we do balance our mind, body, and soul. And it's encouraged that we meditate ever so much during this full moon, because there is where we will get clarity and we'll be able to focus. Because right now it's about focusing, right? But at the same time, even when we feel down and out, right? Because I will definitely say I've had moments where I've been down and out. Kind of, it's almost like that negative vibe have been really trying hard to get me down, and I just kind of just say no negativity here, out you go, only positive. And believe me, when you kind of pick yourself up out of feeling pinned down, right? Because literally I feel that this is what this energy has been for us earth signs, right? That we've been feeling pinned down. And I don't feel, particularly with this energy, that it's like other people externally pinning us down. I think it starts from within us, that we've been feeling this way. And at the end of the day, we have the power to control, to change our mindset, to change our attitude, to elevate ourselves on a higher frequency. Okay? Now, next to that, we have here the Three of Swords. So this is another energy that have made us saddened, have made us, that have made us disappointed. Maybe there have been some of you that have been in tears pertaining to an area of our life that maybe haven't made us happy. Or I would just say in general, like opportunities, going back to our endeavors and goals, whatever we were set out to do back during that new moon, up until now, we might not have seen any type of progress. I know, again, it has been me. Whatever I set out to do or initiated, I didn't quite see. It's been like kind of quiet in one particular area that comes to my mind. It's been kind of slow. It's been quiet. And so that's where, when you're feeling that way, that's where the negativity can kind of seep in at. And that's where we have to pick ourselves up, which going to our last energy of the cards, the Eight of Wands. We have to pick ourselves up and still go. We have to not let distractions kind of get in our way, right? We got to kind of still have that forward movement action to kind of reach our goals. Because if we stop and if we stay down like this Ten of Swords, guess what? We will never achieve and reach our goals. So we have to pick ourselves up and keep going. It's about focus and determination. And that's what the Wands energy is about. Focus and determination. But it's also going to speak about communication as we, in a second, go to the clarifier. It's taking on another type of message with this Eight of Wands. So, but before we get to that, let's go back to clarify that Ten of Swords. We have here the major arcana of the Fool and the Ace of Cups. And so I feel that, like I said, for some of us, when it comes to the Ace of Cups, we are now entering into a time under this full moon of things that is going to fulfill us, right? Opportunities. There's a new change that is occurring for us earth signs. We may not see it, we may not feel it, but it's happening. The Ace of Cups is a very positive card because we are entering into things that is going to fulfill us in the long run. So maybe, again, when it comes to, let's just say, opportunities, okay? I'm going to use myself again because it has happened. Anything that I felt I was trying to get in terms of an opportunity or whatever it is that I was set out to do and it didn't quite turn out, it's like now judgment is here. It's interesting because right quick, when I did my own cards this morning, when I did my own personal reading to see what and how this moon would affect me personally, I think I got the Judgment card and the Justice. And I think it came out here. No, it did not. But nonetheless, I'm picking up that energy for all us earth signs. That justice and judgment is here, which means that whatever has not been fair in our lives, in terms of opportunities that have passed us by, anything that we felt that we were overlooked in anything, now is the time that this full moon is going to try to help boost more opportunities, boost for us new Ace of Cups here. But that's going to make us happy and very emotional. We're in a pinnacle period of emotions right now. And so something is coming in for us. As long as we keep going and we don't stop, there's the saying, can't stop, won't stop. As long as we have that attitude, we are going to see something that is coming our way. And with this Fool energy here, again, to me, it's feeling like whatever it was that we initiated in terms of taking that risk back during that new moon, something that we were happy about, right? Something that excited us, something that, you know, because the moon is not the moon, the Fool is also an energy of resetting. It's like resetting our goals. So maybe there was a reset moment that we had from that new moon. And again, it was like a change from that perspective. But again, when we reset, we didn't quite see nothing too much coming out of it. But again, I feel that with this full moon in Pisces, it is going to give us a much needed boost. It's going to really bring in a lot of aces, not just one ace. I feel we have a lot of things that is going to open up for us earth signs. But again, the key to it is to stay focused and to really not only meditate, but to also give ourselves positive affirmations, because that really works. All right. Now, to clarify the Three of Swords, we have here the major again. We have a lot of majors here. We had the Fool, and we got the Renewal, which is like the Judgment. And then we have, along with the Strength card, we have the Four of Cups. So, to me, I think we have been strong. We have been enduring. This is like an enduring type of energy. We have been very strong, trying to hold back from really like giving up, but perseverance is really also the key for us earth signs. As long as we persevere, hold on to it, we are going to reach whatever it is that we are set out to do, okay? And with the Four of Cups here, it just indicates that, again, we have been emotional, because the Four of Cups is also like missed opportunities. And I know it hits home for me because, again, I feel like in the past there have been opportunities that have come and passed me by. But you know that saying, what's meant for you, fill in the blank, won't pass you by. And as long as we keep having that attitude that whatever's meant for me won't pass me by, so the things that passes by, it was meant. Universe probably did that in a way where it really wasn't for us. And we may not understand and see why something really passes us by, but Spirit knows, universe knows, okay? And it's like, it could have been like a blessing in disguise at the same time, that maybe we didn't get those offers and it was given to someone else. So we always got to try to, at least what I do, is always try to, what looks like a negative, try to change it into a positive. And know that something big, an opportunity, it's going to be for me. That it's going to bring me a lot of happiness, a lot of emotions, and it's going to kind of pave the way for other doors to open. And that's how I want you, my fellow earth signs, to kind of have that mindset. Because for us, it's all about the mindset, right? And kind of like not allowing ourselves, our mind, to really get the best of us, right? We got to really kind of stay out and not let this Ten of Swords energy interfere with us. Now, let's move over to clarify the last energy for us. And we have here the Eight Wands. So remember, the Eight Wands is being clarified by the Seven Swords and the Three of Pentacles. Now, this is where the Eight of Wands is going to take a twist. Because remember earlier I said that the Eight of Wands was about us moving ahead, moving forward, not letting ourselves stay down, but to stay focused and to keep moving. Now, on the other end of the spectrum, the Eight of Wands is also is associated with communication. Now, when I see the Seven of Swords along with the Three of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles deals with anyone in our inner circle. It could be friends, particularly it's usually like friends, but it doesn't have to be. It's just anybody that is in our inner circle that we connect with often, okay? So this could be our workmates, people at work. Like I said, it could be friends. It could even be family. But whomever it may be that we associate with and connect with on a daily basis that is within our inner circle, be very cautious, okay? There is a caution. Out of all the element readings that I did, we earth signs, we have here like a warning that we need to be mindful of, okay? Now, for me personally, I would say that this part will not resonate with me simply because I have already been practicing not doing this. And what it is that I'm speaking about is when it comes to our goals, our dreams, we need to not be so quick to share and talk about what it is that we have going on. That is during the process of a project. Whatever it is that you are trying to get off the trying to take off, so to speak. Get off in terms of what are you working on, okay? This retrograde kind of, and it's kind of winding down, and I know how my energy began to wind down. But anyway, we're going to get through this because I need to deliver this message. This message is going to be precise and specific for someone who needs to. So when it comes to our projects, when it comes to your dreams, whatever it is that you are seeking to do and that you are trying to get lifted off, be very quiet about it. Do not share, because Eight of Wands, like I said, is about communication, and it's asking us, or it's telling us, it's urging us that there is a warning to not be so quick to share what your dreams and goals are. Why? Because of the Seven of Swords. This is a deceptive, sneaky energy that perhaps whomever you share it with, they may not have your best interests at heart. You know, the things that make us happy, it's not going to be other people's happiness. And when people see the greatness, because people, believe it or not, because energies is very, very magnetic. People can always kind of feel and sense when someone is on the verge of greatness. So if you have a lot of things going on, you are very ambitious, and you are trying to ground yourself, but it's just your vibe, your repertoire, and how you are when it comes to your goals and dreams, there will be those that will try to knock you down, okay? So Spirit is saying, as a caution, to be very quiet about them at this time. Have your moves to be strategic, but very quiet until the time comes that after it is completed and done, then you can share, but not before then, all right? So again, I want to stress, whatever it is that you are planning to, do when it comes to a project, when it comes to a dream, a goal, something that you are working on or have been working on, do not share it with anybody at this time, okay? Because somehow it might interfere and be a distraction. And if we are looking to move forward, we don't want anything to distract us, all right? Especially those that might not have the best intentions for us or has ill will intentions, okay? Believe it or not, there are some very ill will people that will do anything to stop your flow, because why? They see greatness in you, right? And us earth signs, we have to always know when, with this Piscean moon as well, let's just say you may not quite know. The Piscean moon is also about intuition. So if someone don't feel right, if you feel a certain type of energy around that person, it's time to release and let them go. Because as a sidebar, full moon is also about releasing. All right? So that is what I got for us earth signs as far as our general main tarot spread. But we're going to close out as we get an advice from Spirit as I pulled a card from the Wisdom of the Oracles deck. And what we got is a change in the wind, and how fitting it is for us, because we are in fact going through a renewal, which is our overall energy that has been highlighted for us, illuminated for us in terms of what it is and how this full moon will impact us. But when there's a renewal, there is change, right? And so I feel that, again, while we are on the precipice of something, achieving our goals at full speed, we don't want anything to come in. We don't want, like, per se, figuratively, an eye of the storm to come in to disrupt our change, to disrupt our renewal for something that we want to see come to our fruition. Because that eye of that storm could be, in fact, someone in our circle that is looking to kind of come in and to disrupt that change for us, and we do not want that. Now, I just want to say right quick before I depart is when I looked at what I call attaching energies that came right behind the Three of Pentacles, we have the King of Wands, and more importantly, what stood out was the Four of Pentacles, holding back. Four of Pentacles is either holding on or holding back. And again, the message that I just mentioned about that caution for us, hold back on telling people what it is that you are working on. Do not share. All right, and I'm going to leave it there. So my earth signs, I hope this reading was very helpful for you. If it was, you know what to do. Send some fire to that thumbs button to give me a like. And as well, if you'd like to share your comments or feedback pertaining to this reading, let me know in the comment section. What else I was going to say? By the way, if by any chance you feel that you would want a more detailed, a more tailored reading pertaining to your personal situation, I am open for personal readings. The information is in the description box where you can book a private session with me, because again, there is where I'll be able to tap in further pertaining to your own specific energy and what it is that is going on in your life to get more clarity. All right, so you can reach out for me there. All right, earth signs, I hope again that it was helpful. And so until then, I'm wishing all of you peace, love, and blessings, staying motivated as we reach our goals, but keeping quiet about them at this time. All right, until the next one, peace, love, and light. Bye for now.